moving into this year is we changed our bell schedule around here and we're all been down. So for 25 years we had a bell schedule that kind of worked for the building and did what it needed to do. And you know, we changed our bell schedule to kind of enhance the things that are important to us here in Ramsey. Not only our core academics, but our exploratory programs. And that's where you'll see the presentation tonight is about our new and improved exploratory classes. And exploratory classes, what does that mean? It's your electives, it's your non-core classes. It's not your science, math, social studies, your English, or your world language. It's those other things. The other things that are important to us is to develop that well-rounded student who's just not all academics, but kind of develops their passions here. And what do our exploratories do? They provide students with a learning experience outside those cores where they can develop their passions, they can get out of their comfort zones, and they can explore things outside of the traditional classroom, those things. And so what are our exploratory offerings here? You hear a lot of those terms, but a lot of people don't know exactly what they are, but they run the gamut. There's a lot. There's 7 exploratory classes, but there's really more than that because some of the exploratory classes are, they all are grade specific. So no matter what grade you're in, they're different. You'll see a class called multimedia production. I'm going to play a video in a second that the students there made. That's for all grades, but in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, they all do a little something different. Our culinary arts, they're named different because they do different things in there. And these are the classes that we have and the things that are important to us here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a video that the students in the multimedia production made to recruit kids into their classes.
What if I don't like art, but I still want to make things and be creative?
Then tech is perfect for you. In 6th grade, you create dragsters and gliders, and as the years progress, you create and test robots. And in 7th grade, you make a Rube Goldberg machine. This allows you to express your creativity if you don't like the art project.
I like to cook and bake. Is there a class for that?
Yes, it is a great class too. Culinary arts is a class covering the basic skills of cooking and baking.
Things so the 6th graders make pancakes, biscuits, pretzels, and then they make sugar cookies and chocolate chip cookies. Before they get to baking, they have to learn about safety and sanitation, proper measurements for baking, and then how to read recipes.
I want to learn how to use different technology. Is there a class for that?
If you have a love for technology, you can take multimedia production or digital design. What are some of the projects that the 6th graders do in this class?
In this class, 6th graders do a variety of mini projects. They get a few different options for fun video tools, and they also do some stuff with 3D printing, and we do a game design unit with voxels. We finish up with some coding.
So how will the things that kids learn in this class help them out in school?
So the purpose of the different projects that students complete in this class is to sort of open their mind to what is possible with innovative technologies.
Using different apps that allow to advertise their products. Some of the 6th graders take a class. They should take my class if they're learning how to persuade by advertisements every day, and if they want to learn about video production and how to film things.
I want to learn more about music to help me with band. That you'd enjoy Music Cycle. Now, this cycle teaches you the basics of music like rhythm and melody. By the end of the cycle, you'll be a pro at reading and analyzing music in your band and chorus classes.
In the 6th grade music exploratory class, we spent a lot of time focusing on different elements of music, like rhythm and melody and dynamics. Put together a composition project. We're going to create a song of rhythm and melody and dynamics and then perform it. I always want my students to just have some kind of appreciation for music. If they don't continue music for their whole life after this, and knowing music is important. So just to kind of stimulate their brains and have some kind of appreciation for something other than math and science and social studies.
I love learning about the wilderness and how I affect it. This cycle will be good for someone who loves science like me. Place-based education is a brand new cycle that teaches students all about the world they live in. Mr. Franchini has been gifted the task of educating students about how our lives impact the earth. Any student will be interested. From human activity to natural habitats to human impact, this class is not only educational but eye-opening. Not only will the skills you learn in this class help you in other activities like camping trips or scouts, but it'll make you care for and love the world you live in.
I love anything that has to do with drawings. What type of cycles am I in?
The art cycle is a great way to learn about color, texture, and periods of art. In this class, you will expand your horizons of drawing and art history. From simple sketches to elaborate projects, this class will help you become the best artist you can be. Mrs. Mugno, the art teacher, does an amazing job of furthering students' art knowledge. And in this class, you will not learn about Impressionism, but create rectangles, pottery, and collaborative circle paintings.
Now you know all the choices for the exploratory
There
class.
you'll notice that at the end there, they talked about ranking your exploratory. So we give the kids here some choice on what exploratory classes they take. And that enhance that student learning experiences that we talk about that from our district goals and things like that. So I'm not going to talk much longer. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Troopy, and he's going to kind of go over the STEM and his tech class and the kind of the things that they work on there, and you hear from one of the students as well. So, Mr. Troopy.
Okay. First, I just want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to present our programs to you. Even though it's like just a small insight on what we do, I can assure you that everybody that's presenting here today is extremely excited about showing you what we have. Also nervous, no doubt, especially since you guys all moved from here to there. I'm like, oh no. But luckily, the student that I have coming up is like, oh, this is fine. I'd rather have that. So I was like, okay, great. At least one of us is feeling comfortable about that. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mr. Troopy. I've been teaching here at Eric Smith Middle School for 14 years. And during that time, I've changed my lesson about 10 times over the course of my 3 different grade levels, just to sort of stay with the standards. But no matter how many times I've changed my lesson, it's always been the basic foundation of STEM. And basically what STEM is this curriculum that combines 4 disciplines, science, technology, engineering, and math. And what it does is it kind of gets them into the same sort of real-world application. So in my classes, all 3 grade levels are based on a teamwork atmosphere, and that teamwork atmosphere allows students to learn how to collaborate and learn how to communicate so that they can actually solve the problem or the situation at hand using higher level thinking skills, creative applications, and design engineering. Now, the ultimate goal, and I can't express this enough, is making sure that the students understand that making mistakes is the true value of education. Understanding that it's okay to make a mistake, and learning from what you did wrong only helps you become a better student, a better learner, and a better adult at that. As a fairly new parent, I can tell you that problems happen every day, and understanding how to handle the next problem at a moment's notice is it's a tool that we'll have to use for the rest of our lives. And so I want to sort of instill that within my kids, so no matter what they want to do, they have options, but they'll always be able to solve problems. And teamwork is extremely important. In my class of 7th grade, I've had a great opportunity, thanks to the new schedule, to bring in a Rube Goldberg lesson. And that Rube Goldberg lesson is based on a guy who, who was an artist. And he was known for designing these elaborate designs and creating these machines that did like something simple, like turning off a switch or turning on a faucet. And so STEM courses across the nation have come up with this Rube Goldberg challenge, where they give these kids like this, finish opportunity, saying like, okay, your challenge this year is to pop a balloon, come up with the most creative, most elaborate machine that can actually pop this balloon. And so kids nationwide come up with these machines. Well, the first time I've had the opportunity to do it is because we've had a full semester of classes. So I've had the amount of classes I need to incorporate Newton's laws of motion, Galileo's theory of inertia, the potential and kinetic energy, and bring all of that in with the simple machines that I've already been teaching for the last 14 years. And tell the kids, now we're going to make this machine to pop a balloon. And so today I'm extremely excited to introduce you to a student who, and it was a great success. We had a lot of great machines, but this student in particular was able to inspire her team to be even more creative. They already had a working machine, and she came in with something that was so creative that all the kids in her team went, we've got to step up a little bit. And then they did. So we're going to see what Riley Schwanweed has come up with today with her team, and you're going to see just a small example. But to give you an idea, for those of you that don't know what Rube Goldberg is, it's basically what you're going to see here in this video. For those of you that have ever seen Goonies, for example, there's a moment where one character is trying to get into the house of another character, and what he does is he sends a bowling ball down a ramp that hits a target, that knocks another thing, that turns on a light bulb, that pops a balloon, that makes a chicken lay an egg, that puts another thing down, that screws this thing open, that opens the door, and the kid can get inside. And as a kid, when that movie came out, I was like, that is the coolest thing. I asked my parents, can I build that in the house? And they're like, no, get out of here, you know? But to see students like Riley and other students come together to build these really cool machines without ever seeing that movie, because when I said Goonies, they all looked at me like, what? This cycle, I just had to tell my kids, you have to watch that movie. So parents, I'm sorry for kids, like, we have to watch Goonies. But to see the kids do that without any knowledge of that is just an amazing, exciting situation for me. So I just want to introduce Riley Schwanweed. I think Riley's going to talk first, I guess, about our experiences in the class, and then we'll play the video.
Hello everyone, I'd like to start off by saying it's an honor to be here tonight. My name is Riley Schwanweed and I'm going to present my 7th grade Team Rube Goldberg project. As you may or may not know, a Rube Goldberg project is a complex machine built of simple devices all connected to perform an overall task. In my team's project, inspired by the assignment given to us by Mr. Troopy, we created a device using simple machines and Newton's laws of motion to complete the task of popping a balloon. We had the option of using 2 out of Newton's 3 laws of motion along with 2 of the 6 simple machines. Throughout the entire tech semester, students worked in groups to accomplish this assignment. This experience gave us a great opportunity to not only learn fundamental engineering techniques, but to also learn how to collaborate and communicate with fellow team members. In the end, we all learned a great deal about engineering, trial and error, and how to have fun while working together as a cohesive team. Thanks to Mr. Troop.
Segue into my report real quick, because I have a couple slides. I want to thank Mr. Harry, Mr. Troopy, Mr. Francini, Mrs. Falcone, science and tech ed supervisors here who helped put that together. So there's a lot of, obviously, great opportunities for students. So I just wanted to give you a little bit behind the scenes look on what happened last Tuesday. We had a district PD day. So we have 3 full PD days during the school year. And a lot of the great opportunities that we provide our students are possible because of the work that the teachers either put in over the summer writing the curriculum, working different days, and this is one full day of professional development, professional learning. I took some screenshots from Twitter. We had we tried like a hashtag of RamseyPD 0220, so it was February 20th. And so I just have some brief examples of Ramsey teachers and their PD. So here's Hubbard and Tisdale, 2nd grade teachers working with the literacy consultant. Our English language teachers working on thematic units for our English language learners. Smith teachers working with the instructional coach on the new ELA curriculum at the middle school. Our child study team working with Dr. Petroff from TCNJ on executive functioning skills. Our district world language teachers crafting instruction, emphasizing those communication skills that we emphasize. This is just a smattering. I have about 8 or 9 tweets. If you're on Twitter, if you want to go to the hashtag, there's about 25 to 30, and that's still just a smattering of the great work that went on across the district. Not everything is posted on Twitter. We had our Ramsey High School and Smith School Social Studies department working on transfer goals, our big ideas, and those essential skills. Back to Hubbard and Tisdale, working with their instructional coach on their writing curriculum. Data teachers working with Mrs. Maines, the instructional coach, on differentiated instruction. These are data teachers, but there was also 3 math teachers from Hubbard. Tisdale and the 6th and 7th grade math teachers from Smith School were part of this as well. And then I end with this one. This was put up by Mrs. Smith, a kindergarten teacher. And I think she said it, professional development at its best. So thank you for providing us with that day of full professional learning. Thank you all the Ramsey teachers who are here, and to the supervisors and principals who made that a wonderful day. So student learning made possible because of the professional learning. So, thank you.
To the students, you are awesome. Parents, things that separate our middle school experience from a lot surrounding districts are our exploratory classes. I'm going to say that again. I really believe one of the things that separates Ramsey from other districts is the fact that we allow students in that crucial age between 6th, 7th, and 8th to follow their passion. And we also have the facilities. We have a state-of-the-art foods room. There are not a lot of middle schools that have a foods room program like ours. When other districts were cutting out Jeremy's program, right, Jeremy, we were teaching together, we doubled down on what used to be called the industrial arts, which is now called STEM. We will never do away with that, and that carries all the way through the high school. So we have not a computer lab that you saw with Mr. Kelly, but we have a thinking lab, an innovation lab, and we have an arts room. And we have Evan's brand new program, which I'll say to you, I don't think any middle school has a place-based education. And that's the right age for it. And it's because of the dedication of the staff of Smith, thank you very much, Smith in the back and here, and the Board of Ed and the community to support both program with facilities, because I have to tell you, facilities matter when it comes to programming. This is a very special place that we have here. So I want to thank you very much for that. We're going to take a 2-minute break, so if parents want to take your kids home, I will not be affected. Okay, so have a great night. Thank you for coming out.